Islamist factions are perpetrating heinous acts against Druze civilians in Syria, employing both theological rhetoric and systematic brutality. The reaction from most nations has been largely muted. There have been no worldwide protests, no extensive media coverage, no grassroots movements led by students advocating for solidarity, no emergency meetings convened by most global organizations, but not Israel, which is going all out to help stop the atrocities committed by the Sunni Bedouin tribes in Syria. And now, the Druze are seeking autonomy in Syria's Sweida province and turning to Israel. Druze groups have set up a de facto military and governmental body in the Syrian province, and some even want total partition. Is the Israeli military all set to bleed Sunni tribes afresh and split Syria? Here's all you need to know. First, an analysis of the on-ground situation in Syria, where the Druze are suffering. The conflict ignited in July through reciprocal kidnappings and assaults involving local Sunni Bedouin tribes and Druze militias in the predominantly Druze province of Sweida. When government forces stepped in to re-establish order, they engaged in confrontations with the Druze militias, and in certain instances, they also launched attacks on civilians. And while various Bedouin tribes aligned themselves with the Syrian government, the Israeli military stepped in and intervened to support the Druze community. The Druze minority are now skeptical of peaceful coexistence. Now, as mentioned earlier, Druze groups have set up a de facto military and governmental body in Sweida. Although a significant number of Druze were open to collaborating with the new authorities at first, one prominent exception was Sheikh Hikmat al-Hijri, a contentious spiritual leader known for his inconsistent stance. Oscillating between backing Assad and participating in anti-government demonstrations, he now stands against engaging with the new regime. The rise of sectarian violence led many Druze to reconsider their views on the new authorities, as well as their perception of al-Hijri, who has positioned himself as the leading Druze figure in Syria. In August, he founded an organization resembling a governing body, which he named the Supreme Legal Council. Numerous armed groups initially established to combat drug cartels and extremists from the Islamic State have united under the banner of the National Guard. This coalition features former adversaries of al-Hijri, particularly the Men of Dignity, a significant faction that had previously supported collaboration with Damascus prior to the violent events of July. In Sweida, a considerable number of residents are advocating for a degree of autonomy within a federal framework. Meanwhile, a minority is pushing for complete separation. Druze leaders in the area who continue to support al-Sharia are increasingly perceived as traitors by the populace. Last but not least, let's look at what prompts the Israeli military to safeguard the Druze. The Druze constitute a significant population in both Israel and Syria, and in Israel, they are regarded as a faithful minority, frequently participating in military service. The Druze religious sect began as a 10th century offshoot of Ismailism, a branch of Shiite Islam. Over half of the approximately 1 million members of the Druze community globally are found in Syria, with a significant number of others residing in Lebanon and Israel. Additionally, the Druze population can be found in the Golan Heights, a region that was seized by Israel from Syria during the 1967 Middle East War and subsequently annexed in 1981. Syria's interim leader, Ahmad al-Sharaa, recognized for his apparent support of the Sunni Bedouin community, has attempted to reach out to the Druze population while maintaining a critical stance towards various militias. The incidents of violence against the Druze highlight the challenges confronting the newly established Syrian government, which is struggling to maintain authority over the country just months after Islamist insurgents swiftly displaced the long-standing leader, Bashar Assad, during a rapid offensive last December.